Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, a suspicious fire burned down an animal sanctuary on Long Island. More details on the tragedy.
And the Office of International Education and Programs is accepting proposals for studying abroad. How you can get involved.
Plus, the Assistant Dean of Students, April Lopez, was named to the National Swipe Out Hunger Leadership Council. Here, her plans for the program.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nasir Mikul.
And I'm Eliza Hopkins.
In response to sightings of ICE agents in Fulton just a couple weeks ago, the Dean of Students at SUNY Oswego has taken precautionary steps to ensure the safety of their students. They were handing out cards that stated what to do and what not to do if approached by an immigration agent.
These cards are available to citizens and non-citizens alike, and they were reportedly being handed out at shop underneath Penfield Library. On the cards, it states information about the Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights and how to effectively communicate with immigration agents in and outside of your home. Assistant Dean of Students and Basic Care Needs Manager April Lopez has been given a national role within the Swipe Out Hunger Leadership Council. Being a first-generation college student from Washington State, Lopez wants to use her new position to create solutions to solve food insecurity due to facing the same insecurities her senior year. Being a key role in the running of the shop, an on-campus store that provides basic necessities for students that need working on the new Syracuse shop location, believes that through collaboration, awareness, and action, there can be real change.
Sometimes you feel like you need something, but it's not important enough to buy right away. In that case, you can borrow it, but where?
Well, Shop at SUNY Oswego has highlighted something via their Instagram, and our reporter, Kinjal Gurung, is here to tell you more about it.
Well, thank you guys. And as a student, we might face these issues, but Penfield Library has a solution to it. And this week we are highlighting this very facility of Penfield Library. There are plenty of equipment in Penfield Library that you can borrow. Cool thing is you can even check out MacBooks and PC laptops for the entire semester. Other equipments available there includes Chromebooks, portable cassette players, webcams, microphones, digital voice recorders, headphones, different chargers and cables, and there are also variety of knitting tools and kits, crochet hook, and even button maker that you can borrow. All of this equipment is available at the checkout and reserve decks located at the first floor of Penfield Library. More information on borrowing the equipments can be found on the official website of Penfield Library. So this is all for my report for tonight. Now back to the desk. Thanks,
Kinjal. SUNY Oswego Office of International Education and Programs is inviting proposals for faculty-led programs abroad this 2025 to 26 year. The study programs are an engaging high-impact practice that allow opportunities for students that aren't usually accessible. The following deadlines for proposals are as follows: July 15th for Quarter 3, 2026, Quarter 4, 2026, and the spring semester course with optional travel in August 15th for summer 2025. Eliza, it's only the first day of April, but it seems that the April showers are here to bring us May flowers already.
The April showers are definitely upon us. We are joined now by our Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist, David Rienzo. David, what can we expect going forward?
Well, we can definitely expect to see some April showers, and we are in store for plenty of May flowers. If we take a look at the satellite and radar, right now in Oswego we are pretty dry, but we are going to start to see that storm that's way off to the west over Wisconsin right now. That's going to start to push into our area pretty quickly tomorrow afternoon. You'll notice that for the beginning of the day tomorrow will stay very dry for the first few hours, but then between the afternoon and the evening, it shoots up to 70% chance of some rain. So that is going to move in pretty quickly tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll tell you how long you can expect that rain to stick around in my full forecast. But now, back to the desk.
Thanks, David. A Williamstown man was killed when the vehicle he was driving crashed into an oncoming vehicle on Oswego Road in the town of Lancaster. Michael Simmons' truck struck a Jeep driven by Tammy Piscitelli and was transported to Upstate Medical University Hospital in Syracuse, where he later died from his injuries. Piscitelli and a 3-year-old passenger were also transported to Upstate Medical after receiving serious but non-life-threatening injuries.
A man by the name Corey Clark, age 34, from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, was arrested this past Friday after a camera was found in the men's bathroom in a Krispy Kreme in upstate New York. The camera was found by a 44-year-old man and 9-year-old boy. They turned the device over to the staff, who contacted the authorities. Clark is scheduled to appear in court April 9th.
NYPD officers Justin McMillan and Justin Colin have been suspended after being charged with burglary and forcibly touching a sex worker while responding to an illegal brothel last July. According to Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz, the 2 patrol officers were arraigned and suspended Monday after being on modified duty. McMillan of Long Island and Colin of Queens pleaded not guilty to turning off their body cams and entering a building for 8 hours where they groped a woman and stole money from her purse. Katz says the 2 are due back in court on April 28th.
An owner of a Long Island animal sanctuary named Happy Cats and at least 100 of his felines were killed in a suspicious fire. According to police, the sanctuary owner, Christopher Arsenault, was killed in the fire believed to have died trying to save the cats. Officials say that at least 300 cats lived at the sanctuary before the tragedy, and the cause of the inferno is still under investigation.
Still ahead tonight, President Trump promising aggressive new tariffs to be announced tomorrow. What these could look like for our consumers.
Plus, the latest in national security following the leaked government group chat last week. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz caught using a personal Gmail account for government communications. All this and more after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
Polly sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Meteorologist David Rienzo. Right now in Oswego, it's pretty chilly out there with a temperature of 34 degrees, and that wind's not too bad as those clouds start to move in. But right now, temperatures across the region are pretty chilly for most of the area, with temperatures mostly in the 30s, and up in Canada with the mid teens. But these warmer air that's down south is going to start to move into our area tomorrow. So we'll start pretty cool to start the day on Wednesday. But then as temperatures get going, we'll see a little bit of a rise by the afternoon. And temperatures will actually continue to rise overnight into Thursday, where we'll start very warm to start the day on Thursday. But as the day gets going, we'll see some temperatures in the low 70s. Syracuse, 37 degrees by 3:30 on Thursday, and Oswego, 69 degrees. So temperatures like this temperatures will be pretty nice on Thursday, but don't expect them to stick around for too long. Thursday will be a little abnormal as temperatures will return to seasonal-like temperatures. For tomorrow, conditions will be pretty cool for most of the day, but then in the afternoon, showers are going to fly up very quickly. May see a little bit of a mix of snow and rain, but then for the most part, it will stay pretty solid overnight. Chance of rain skyrockets into the evening, and it will stick around for most of the afternoon and continuing through tomorrow morning. As this gets going, we'll see tonight will stay pretty clear as those clouds start to move in. But as Wednesday continues, these showers are going to move in quickly out of the west. So we could see some mixed precipitation by Wednesday afternoon. And then this is going to continue on. We'll see some more showers overnight into Wednesday. But then Thursday will stay a little dry, mix of showers overnight Thursday. And so some on and off showers Thursday night, but we'll stay dry Thursday night, and then rest of Friday, we look pretty nice ahead of our weekend. Tomorrow, a high of 47, cool with some evening showers, and then for your 7-day forecast, we'll see some more showers and temperatures warm close to the weekend and then dropping back down next week. That's all for my full forecast. Back to the desk.
Thanks, David. A Cornell University student whose visa was revoked says he's leaving the U.S. voluntarily. Mamadou Tao's decision comes after a judge declined to immediately block the government from taking steps to deport him. Tao, a doctoral candidate in African studies, had his student visa revoked due to his involvement in pro-Palestinian campus demonstrations. Government officials say he disregarded university policies and created a hostile environment for Jewish students. Homeland Security officials have confirmed that Tao's decision to move forward with self-deportation.
The Trump administration has announced a Liberation Day trade policy, which is expected to be the administration's most aggressive tariff move yet. President Trump is set to meet at a Rose Garden ceremony tomorrow at 4 p.m., where he will officially announce tariffs that will be going into effect immediately. While presidents typically tend to impose tariffs on steel, tires, and electric vehicles, federal representatives have said that these new actions are nowhere close to anything done before.
The increased tariffs are expected to severely affect the price of cars, but they'll drive up costs of owning a car in ways that consumers may not think about.
Karen Kaifa has the details from Washington.
President Trump's 25% tariffs on imported vehicles and parts are set to take effect on Thursday and could create a market for new cars similar to pandemic-era supply chain scarcity with a more costly pinch.
Autos have done nothing but increase in cost. And today we actually have higher interest rates than we did back in the COVID times.
Higher auto costs can bring higher insurance costs, which have already skyrocketed in recent years. Tariffs on items like steel and aluminum also said to push the price of auto parts higher. So repairs and used cars could cost more too.
If you need to repair your car, it costs you a little more money. Same thing when the dealer takes in a trade-in, they have to recondition the vehicle, they have to repair the vehicle, be selling standards. That will add costs as well.
Meanwhile, gas prices have recently pushed higher, but it's more about spring break demand than tariffs right now, according to AAA.
Obviously, anytime we talk about tariffs, markets react right away. Potentially retailers could react right away, but we have not seen that in recent weeks.
AAA says tariffs on imports from Canada could squeeze drivers in the northern portion of the country.
Northern states in New England, along the Midwest, all those states that are closest to Canada do rely on gasoline from Canada in many cases. So they could be seeing some effects.
But AAA also notes the national average is about 40 cents lower per gallon than this time last year. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Speculation on how Trump's Liberation Day could play out would start with the quote, Dirty 15, implementing new policies on the top 15% of nations that the U.S. has the biggest trade deficits with.
More information is set to come tomorrow.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and other senior officials have been caught using their personal Gmail accounts for government business. Waltz had his schedule and other non-classified work documents on his personal Gmail account. A spokesperson from the National Security Council is denying these claims, saying that Waltz wouldn't and hasn't used his Gmail that way. Critics say that the use of Gmail in this way has put U.S. security in an incredibly vulnerable position, following the recent leak of a government group chat 2 weeks ago.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says the Justice Department will seek the death penalty for the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Luigi Mangione faces state and federal charges for allegedly shooting Thompson in Midtown Manhattan in December. Bondi said Tuesday she will direct the interim U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York to seek the death penalty if Mangione is convicted on capital murder charges. He pleads not guilty to the state charges. He's charged in a federal criminal complaint, but the indictment is pending. Mangione added an attorney experienced in death penalty cases to his legal team in February.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, how one of the biggest apps could get banned again.
And Trump goes after ticket scalpers and price gouging.
In the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, President Donald Trump signed an executive order today aimed at ending price gouging for live events. The order comes after the Justice Department filed an antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation last year, claiming the company's practices harmed fans nationwide. Musician Kid Rock was in attendance for the signing, saying that he wants all of his fans to have a fair ticket price and enjoy more shows. Social media service TikTok is only a few days away from another possible U.S. ban if it does not find a buyer soon. TikTok's parent company ByteDance has to sell the app by April 5th or face a ban of the app. Possible buyers include LA Dodgers owner Frank McCourt, Shark Tank Kevin O'Leary, and YouTuber Mr. Beast. President Trump extended the deadline in January, a few hours after the app was banned. It's time to talk about ticks as the weather gets warmer. These little parasites come out from hiding.
In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on what to expect for the 2025 tick season.
They will be looking for their first blood meal of the season.
Dr. Pritt says to take the tick off and put it in a Ziploc bag, monitoring it daily for any symptoms of Lyme disease. Ticks can also be tested for Lyme or any other diseases as well. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Let's pitch it over to sports.
A recent MLB shakeup has been the talk of the league. Let's take a closer look with Michelle Smith. Thanks, guys. After an electric 2024 World Series, the 2025 Major League Baseball season has started, and with it, a new bout of drama. Let's take a look behind the scenes of a recent development in the MLB. Louisville Slugger is giving MLB fans a new look into the production of their new torpedo bats as the Yankees come under fire. The Yankees introduced the innovative bats designed by physicist Aaron Lenhart to the Bronx and immediately faced backlash. Because the bats are designed with more wood in the area of the bat most likely to make impact with the ball, teams and fans around the league cried cheaters and requested an investigation. Major League Baseball has confirmed the bats are legal and fit into the official rulebook, definition, and specifications of an acceptable bat. Players across the league have started using them, including players from the Cubs and the Twins, and more will likely hop on the trend as the season progresses. Coming up, we will have some more baseball action and even more than that. Stay tuned to WTOP-10 Nightly News after the break.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv.
So much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your sports anchor, Jaden Jiggins, here with WTOP-10 Nightly News. To start off tonight's sports news, congratulations to Oswego men's lacrosse player Logan Prescott for being named SUNYAC Defensive Athlete of the Week. This senior player showed his dominance on the field throughout the season, finishing the week with a 79 face-off win percentage, winning 26 out of his 33 face-offs. 16 of these face-offs came from the team's SUNYAC victory over New Paltz this past Saturday. Another congratulations to Oswego's men's swimmer, Mitchell Stevens, for winning Co-Rookie of the Year. In his first year swimming for the Lakers, Stevens put up incredible showings through the season, including him finishing fourth in both the 100 and 200 butterfly in the SUNYAC and AMCC championships. Stevens also placed 7th in the 200 backstroke at the league championship meet. Moving from the pool to the diamond, Oswego baseball will be back at home tomorrow in Laker Baseball Field for their matchup against Alfred State. The Lakers, coming off their doubleheader sweep against Fredonia, looks to keep their winning streak alive and their season record positive when they face off against the 14-9 Pioneers. Game time will begin tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Moving to the pros, reliever Adam Ottavino reunites with the New York Yankees after agreeing to a one-year contract of receiving $1 million while participating in the major leagues and $150,000 for being in the minors for the club. The former Mets and Red Sox player pitched for the New York Yankees back in 2019 and 2020, going 8-8 with a 2.76 ERA rating and 97 relief appearances. Adam is now a part of the Yankees' active roster once again, transferring right-hander JT Brubaker to the 60-day injured list. Now as we move to Florida for the New York Mets versus the Miami Marlins, we see here that the Mets already getting a strong starting going, getting a home run. That was Starling Marte. And also, too, this game, we saw the Mets get a couple of first homers for their season. Starling Marte was one of them. And right here, you have Pete Alonso just hitting that thing, that ball just went flying. And as you can see here, that was a grand slam. He got 4 RBIs with that right there. And, he just hype up with his team. You see him dapping everybody up. And that wasn't the only homer of the game. Because here he got another player getting a homer. And, wow. The outfielder could not get that. That was Louis Torres. He didn't even know he got the home run. And as you can see, you saw Derek Hill, he was struggling to get that ball. And lastly, after going 0-3, you saw Brandon Nemo, him getting a homer for the game and RBI too. The Mets end up winning this game 10-4. And we're gonna cut to break now. I thought it was
76, yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think. You think I'm wrong a lot of times. I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
The lineup for the 4 upcoming Beatles biopic has been announced.
Co-lead vocalists John Lennon and Paul McCartney will be played by Harris Dickinson and Paul Mescal.
And guitarist George Harrison and drummer Ringo Starr will be played by Joseph Quinn and Barry Keoghan.
The film is scheduled for release April 2028.
So, I heard that today is the OG Lady Gaga's birthday.
It is my grandmother, Gaga.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! All right, but now we have to talk about the Beatles for a little bit.
So,
What do you think?
Anybody know any Beatles songs? I know.
I love the Beatles. I think they're great.
All right, list them. Come on.
Let It Be, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club,
Maxwell Silver Hammer.
that one. Yep. Hey Jude.
Okay.
That's the song I know right there.
Okay.
Yellow Submarine.
Yup.
We could keep naming them all night. We
but
could keep naming them all night.
We'd
but
run out of time.
Thank you for our report tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for entertainment news.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.